Oh yeah, every day you get to wake up is a blessing.
Coach Freeze gives us the challenge of capturing the hearts and minds of our players.
Good, Trev.
There are kids in my room that don't come from a background that have a strong male figure. I want to be the person that steps in between them. I want to be the guy that's going to help you and show you what a father looks like, show you what a husband looks like. I grew up in a small island in the South Pacific. It's called American Samoa. It's a very small U.S. territory. In our culture, God comes first, then family second. So the family part of it is very important.
Faith and family are important, and so is football.
Football was the biggest sport back home. That was your ticket off the island.
A scholarship offer would lead Aigamaua to Lambeth University, where he excelled at defensive tackle for the small school in West Tennessee. While there, a coaching change would do more than just affect his play on the field. It would also help guide him back to his faith.
Coach Freeze came into my life my junior year. The thing that stood out for me was his faith. When I was younger, my mom passed when I was 9. And so growing up, my mom was my rock in the faith walk. Losing my mom at a young age, there was a hole as far as my walk with God, and it just got bigger and bigger the older I got. And when I saw Coach Freeze and I saw him talked about God and the things that he's done in his life, and the consistency that he showed, I kind of made that decision. You know what, God, I'm gonna give you another shot. Okay, you took my mom away from me at a young age. I decided to live my life on my own, and I'm gonna give you another shot at this, and I wanna see what you're gonna do with it. Man, I just saw God just working in me and just trying to slowly change my life. It wasn't an overnight change. There were a lot of habits that I created in that time span that weren't good, so those habits had to change. But I can just see God's hand over me in a lot of ways.
After his playing days came to an end, Aigamaua would pursue the coaching profession and eventually follow his mentor to Ole Miss. Ben would marry his college sweetheart, Kendra, and they looked forward to starting a family. But once again, his faith would be tested.
I think it was 2016 where we were expecting Lily, our daughter, our firstborn. As a father, you know, you always have this perfect picture of what it looks like and what it is to have a daughter. They always say, you know, girls will change a dad's heart in a hurry. And, you know, the excitement, the happiness, the joy me and Kendra felt, man, it was awesome. And then the next day, the nurse came in. You know, we thought it was just, hey, you know, Lily's doing great. Everything checks out. So she walks in. She sits down with Kendra and I, and she said Lily has Down syndrome. You know, so at that time, the joy just goes into just the questions. You know, the questions that I had as a 9-year-old kid of, God, why'd you just take my mom away? Now we're back in this spot of, it's my baby girl. You know, why me? And, you know, I'm not proud of that moment when I look back at it, just because I told God, you know, I'm gonna trust you through everything. And then we got more news of her heart. They said kids with Down syndrome have holes in their heart, and Lily has a hole in her heart. And we're probably gonna need to have surgery, open heart surgery and all this thing. And so there it is again. I'm saying, God, okay, what is it? What is it you want from me? I had to make a decision, and I said, God, you know what? I'm gonna trust you with my baby girl.
It was in these moments that the Lord would show Ben that he is faithful.
2 weeks later, we got in the car. We were ready to go see the cardiologist and just have a plan for her surgery, her open heart surgery. He came back out to see us in the lobby. He just looked at us with just confusion, with lots of words, and he just say, "Hey guys, we don't need to do any type of surgery or anything." And I was just, hold on, what's going on? Is everything okay? And he said, the hole in her heart closed. And so that was, God's kind of wink to me like, I told you I got you. You just need to trust me. So ever since that day, Kendra and my faith just kind of skyrocketed from there.
I always told Ben, like, she's the one that really saved my life because I was just kind of going through the motions of, religion and Christianity and all of that. And then when we had her, I really, it just kind of broke me. And so we just kind of had to build again and trust in the Lord. How much do I owe you?
Thank you, sir.
The Aigamawas are now a family of 4. Lily is a thriving big sister and a testament to God's provision.
Every time I see her, I just see God working in her, and that's just my reminder, like, hey, if you have any doubts today, it's got to go out of your mind because she's a living miracle for you.
Get your shoulders vertical. Come back, come back, come back. Oh! Hey. Go here, boom, open.
Ben's life experiences have taught him that family extends well beyond the walls of his home. Now coaching tight ends for Hugh Freeze and the Liberty Flames, he recognizes the incredible role he gets to play in the lives of his players.
For me, success is yes, it's great to win football games. It's great to do X's and O's. But the real success, I tell my guys, is 20 years from now, what does your life look like? I want to be able to see you being an awesome father, being an awesome husband,